get my picture up on my screen. So just bear with me a second, peeps. I go, there it is. Come on, top of that screen. There we go. Turn that one down. Alrighty, hello peeps and welcome back. So today I'm getting on with the second half of this picture. Got to get my glove on. Literally just walked back inside. Thought I'd jump on and finish him off. So got to find my pen. That was so 3 seconds ago. Where did I put it? Goodness gracious. Where did I put it? I just had it in my hand, I'm sure. I'm so forgetful. Oh no, there it is. Found it right under my nose. Okie doke. So I'm going to get in straight away with some more fur. So I'm going to stick to my dark brown. Actually, I'll go a bit darker than that, I think. Almost the chocolate brown. Make my pen a little bit larger. It is darker up here. And just follow the direction of the fur. And I'll get onto the water as well today, which will be good fun. I'm going to have a sip of my creamy soda because I love me creamy soda. I'll add the highlights at the end on the very top. I might change brushes. I might go to a stronger bristle brush. So it's, no, that doesn't look right. Undo. Undo. Go back to that one. Just do it individually because it's just easier. So I've used, this is on Krita, and I'm just using a dip pen because that's in traditional, that's what I use. Redo the highlights. I really do need it's more of a rake brush. I'm just going to go back to the brushes. There was hair and fur, but I want more of a rake. Not so much of a soft. You maybe like that. Let's have a look. Oops. It's a bit thick. Unless I can, hang on, I'll take it down a notch, make it smaller. It's okay. Just a little bit thicker. Yeah, that's better. It gives me a few strokes at once, which is good. It's quite dark down the back of this leg. And he's quite dark down the back of this leg. And I've got to draw the water. In a minute. It's going to darken up his belly. And you can see purples and reds and all kinds of colours in shadows. Shadows are wonderful fun. That leg is almost pure black, so I'm going to go into the dark, right up into the pure black. Just fur that up, because that leg is completely in shadow. Like that. Just keep it rough because the fur's rough. And then I can go even darker under here, under the fish. That leg is almost completely in shadow under the fish. That gives him beautiful contrast as well. You do want a bit of contrast. Like that. So at this stage of the drawing, it's the fun bit. It's the icing part where you get to do all the pretty stuff. Which is great fun. Now this is all in shadow down here as well onto his flank. Just remember to keep your brush going the direction of the fur. Go all the way down the leg to the water. I can probably almost get rid of the underdrawing now. So where is my layers? Where did my layers go? I want to see my layers. No? Oh, there. So I can get rid of the drawing layer now, I think. Yep, so there you go. The drawing's gone now, the under drawing. So, because once you've got the colours all on, I can lose the under sketch. Works. Just keep the fur going the direction that it is in the picture. Go back to the chocolatey brown. It's a bit lighter on the back. Bring it up on my screen just to check. Today's. Press all my buttons. There we go. Continue on with the fur down the back of that leg. I will also still draw with my dip pen. It's quite dark up there, so I'll go back to this sort of second really dark. Right at the back, you can see it's almost pure black at the back. Disappears off around that corner. I'll just give him rough fur edges. Hello, Coin. How are you? How are you? Welcome, welcome. How's your day been, doll? I've just popped on because I was itching. I went over and cuddled the grandbaby, and now I thought I'm going to do some drawing. Get back to me painting from yesterday. So how have you been? I've got to go into the browns. Get away from the greens. Go more to the golden browns. And this is where I start to add in the fur texture on his golden bits. So come down onto his shoulder there. It starts to make him look a little bit more alive. You can see he's got sort of ripples and shimmers of gold all the way down there. It's going to take a couple of layers. You can also add this onto his nose. You want a little bit. So that's just beautiful highlight on his fur. You can add that around the tip of his ear, a little bit onto his face. This is where you start to find little bits of glitter that you need to add. Doing excellent, my friend. Currently have you as a background noise to my day job. I'm very impressed by your art. Is this done on a digital drawing pad? Yes, this is. And thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Having me on in background at work. I love doing that. When I work with my kids have got their own business, and when I'm at their factory, I have YouTube going in the background all the time. I love it. And it's awesome that you're doing that with me. I feel very privileged. Thank you, thank you. And yes, it is. It is done on the Huion tablet, Huion Canvas Pro. And I've just switched across from traditional. I'm a watercolorist by normal habits. But I found digital and, oh my God, I'm in love. It is so cool. And yeah, my hubby bought me this Canvas Pro. So I'm still learning. I'm still very much learning how to use it. But I love it. I'm really enjoying it because I can draw on a bigger scale. I do a lot on my iPad as well because my iPad's convenient and I can take it anywhere. So my iPad, I actually probably like iPad a little bit more. If it was bigger, if I could get an iPad this size, I would have an iPad because I love their Procreate app. It's really, really friendly, really user-friendly. So do you do digital? Oh, sorry, you're working. I won't interrupt your work. I won't expect you to type. That's a bit rough, isn't it? That's okay. You don't have to answer. But yes, Huion Canvas Pro, it's cheaper than Wacom. Much cheaper, much more affordable, really reliable. But yeah, at this point, I don't know that I'll go back to traditional. This is just too much fun. And I can get so much more detail. I find that I'm getting much better with my work digitally. And I don't have to post paintings in the mail and have them go missing. I can just email the artwork to the people and they can print it whatever size on whatever medium they want, because I make them so they've got like 600 pixels, so you can pretty much blow this up to the size of the side of a shed if you want to. So I find it's a far more economical way of selling art. And you can print it onto cups and things, which is really cool. I'm just going to have a sip of my creamy soda. Sorry, guys, I'm so thirsty. But, yeah, I've actually got to do a mural on the side of a container, which is going to be fun. I've got to do a big seascape of whales and sharks and all kinds of fun stuff. At the side of a 40-foot container, so that's going to be fun. So I don't know whether I'll do that with spray paints, or I'll get like what do they call them? Those skins you get for cars. You can get things made to go over the top, like a wrap. I could paint the scene and get it printed onto a giant wrap, a 40-foot wrap. That could be fun. I also really want to do my car. I want to cover my car in animals. That could be so fun. See, now you're giving me all the ideas. I'm getting all the ideas now. Now I want to wrap my car. Gee whiz. That might have to happen. With animal art. All the wildlifes. Just adding a few highlights in hither and thither. You'll start to come together in a minute. I might even have a little break from that for a second and do water. I might start doing water. Do I have? I need sort of a brush that's like a teardrop for the waves, because the water's soft and fluffy looking. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got clouds and water. Ooh, I have water brushes. That's interesting. They don't look very realistic though. Like they look a bit, I don't know. You know what? I'm better off just doing it with a brush. I'll just go to all my brushes. Go paint. What have we got? I want something that's like a round brush. Yeah, like that sort of maybe. Let's have a look. Ooh, no, that's disgusting on so many levels. Let's not do that. You know what? I'll just go to a round brush. I think that's easier. Let's just do that. Hang on. So go back up here. Just want a round brush. Oh, that's a pretty one. What's that? Oh, that's a bristle. Okay. As you can tell, I don't know all the brushes. I'm still figuring them out. What's that? Wet textured. Oh, maybe. Not in digital art myself per se. I'm in the business of digital image editing. Oh, that's cool. So I'm also currently on a Wacom. Wow. Yeah, I couldn't afford a Wacom. My mother has been trying to break into digital art herself, but struggles with user interfaces. Do you think Procreate is learner friendly? Very, 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 very friendly. Loved it. That was my son-in-law got me started onto it. Just going to get rid of all that. And it's very user friendly. Very, very. After a couple of videos watching it, she'll be fine. You can do the simplest drawing. It's the most similar to traditional that you can get. So good. So good. So I would highly recommend. I'm guessing your mum is probably about my age, a bit younger maybe. Yep, I love it. Love it, love it. It's my go-to for when I'm sitting at night time on the couch. I sit and draw on my iPad and I use Procreate. I wouldn't use anything else. Too easy. Too easy. And there's so many tutorials out there. Like there's so many really simple user tutorials. Going to make that a bit smaller. I've just got into krita for myself because I can do more with krita. I feel like I'm a bit more flexible with. I really am not liking that water that's going. I love Control Z. That's the only thing I really, when I go back to traditional art sometimes to draw, it's just so nice to not have to erase. I just press a button and it's all gone. Except I forgot to save one day and completely lost all my work, and that really sucked. But apart from that, it was good. So let's have a look at textures. Ew, there's all the textures. Look at that. You get a ton of variety also. The brushes are really easy to upload on Procreate. You can get them anywhere. I've got brushes from, I've gone completely blank on the dude's name. I'm just going to go to my Procreate app. Have I got it on my phone? Probably not. And I don't know where my iPad is. My iPad's in the lounge. Hang on, I'm just Googling Procreate. I have to go to my app and load it. Hang on, app. Because I bought the brushes off a dude. And they were really affordable. And they're just fantastic. All the drawing brushes and the traditional style of brushes that... oh my God, you can get Procreate for your phone. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh my God. Oh my God. I did not know that was a thing. Oh, but it costs $10, so I'm not paying it. I do pay the subscription already on the iPad one. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to go back to my dip pen. I was doing the water, wasn't I? That's what I was doing. So, but I want to find... There will be a brush. There will be a brush. Noctualis. No, it won't be that one. Essential textures, plants and stones, hair and fur, clouds and water. They're not... let's go all. Let's have a look at all. Ugh. Okay, we'll just go slowly, hey? Gee, willikers, look at them all. Fruit Loops, there's a ton. Maybe I'll just do it slowly. They've got every kind of pencil you can imagine. Oh, there we go. That's a good water brush. That's like my big, my tradition. Oh, yeah, that's a water brush. That'll do. But yeah, highly recommend Procreate. I think I love... I could have sworn someone just walked past. That was weird. I love the pen on this though, because it's very true to a traditional pen to use. I've got this pen. It's that. I don't know what it's called, but I love it. I've got to make my doodah smaller. There we go. Because that's awesome. Is your reference image displayed on Procreate itself, or is the image in the corner? I added it to my streaming software. Because on Procreate, you can add it very easily to your picture, but I haven't found a way of doing it nicely on Krita yet. So yeah, I've just got it in the corner of my screen. On my, what do I use? Streamlabs. Because if I put it on the picture itself in Krita, I can't move it around. Like, yeah. Having the ability to have Procreate on a phone and being able to upload references whenever you find one, like a landscape sound, freaking awesome. I've just been going to some gorgeous places around the country and some seascapes, and we just had whales. Oh my God. We went to a place called Phillip Island and there was whales. So I've got heaps of references and I'm so excited. But I didn't know I had it on phone. If I had my iPad with me, but it was back at the van. So, but yeah, it opens up a whole new world of fun. I'm just going to put this water around. I can fine tune and blend. I'm just roughing it in for the second. So whereabouts on the planet are you at, Queen? Met so many people from so many countries. It's so cool. I've got to be a bit careful though, because I don't want to take the contrast away from the fish. I like the lightest lights against the darkest darks, and I've got to draw some rocks in somewhere. And you've always got your phone on you. Like I always traditionally carry watercolour set in my car. I always sketch. I've always got a set. I haven't at the second actually, because now I take my iPad everywhere. But I always had a sketchbook in my car. But yeah, having your phone, who doesn't have their phone with them? Everyone always does. And the water as you get closer is bigger at the foreground. So I've got to do the ripples and stuff a bit bigger, and I'll do a bit more detail and bubbles and stuff. Water always starts off looking really sketchy. Never looks right to begin with. Haha, my folks are just retired and travelling down WA and Perth right now. Getting some brilliant images of veggies. Oh my God, that's my dream. I want to do that. We've just started travelling around Victoria. We've got to go to WA. I've got friends in WA. So that might be a trip in the near future. I just want to go along the Great Australian Bight and just see that seascape. Oh, my word. So, yeah, we are around about the same age then, I'm guessing, because I'm semi-retired. I work with my kids, but that's not really work. It's a pleasure. So I'm semi-retired. But travel on weekends, go places on weekends. But we'll take a few weeks over Christmas and go down the coast, which would be awesome because I love the ocean. Love the ocean. We just did, last weekend, we went and saw some of the grain silos that have been hand painted. Oh, my word. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I've got to stick them on my Instagram, actually. Or stick some on, I'll do a YouTube short showing them because there's some gorgeous silos that have been hand painted around the country. I want to go see them all. God, there's some clever artists around. Today's, I can undo that. Love undo. I'll add droplets and stuff towards the end. Now I've got to go in with a different blue. So I'll go back to the blues. Because I can see there's like a pale blue, almost a skyish blue. It's got to ripple up the background a little bit. Turquoise is what I'm trying, not sky blue, turquoise. A little bit of turquoise. We'll add that in for a bit of interest. But yeah, I love the silos. The paintings are just photographic. I could probably bring one up on my phone, actually. I'll see if I can find one. And I can show it to you on the screeny thing here. We're in rural New South Wales, and there are some great painted silos in the surrounding areas as well. See? Oh, tends to be a big community event when it happens. Yeah, it's so awesome. See, we just went to a place called Rochester. It's up near my parents-in-law. And gorgeous silos. One's got a platypus and one's got a... oh my God, a kingfisher, my favourite ever bird. I'm bringing it up on my phone so I can show you. If I can find it. Is it on my phone? Sure, I had it on my phone. Maybe it was on my iPad. Oh, that's smart, isn't it? Apparently, it's on my iPad. And of course, my iPad is in the other room. That's how I roll. Yeah, the silos are just phenomenal. They really are. Very inspirational. I had a hand in painting our school fence years and years ago, like when my kids were in school. We had a big, you know how they have the country scenes on the little country town schools. Yeah, I helped with the horses and carriages on one of them. That was a bit of fun. Something completely outside the box. But yeah, all appreciation for those silos, how they do that is in scale is freaking insane. I know they use projectors and stuff, but it's still insane. You couldn't not do it without a projector, or you'd be all out of proportion, especially with the ripple line and stuff. I do have a friend who specifically paints on ripple line. She loves it. Like even she does traditional paintings, small ones, but does them on old drums and old corrugated iron and rusty iron and saw blades and all the fun stuff. She's got them. She's the master of painting on metal. So this is very rough at the second. So I'm just sort of blocking in rough shapes because the water is not the focus. It helps, but it's not the focus. Now I'm going to go to a dark blue in the shadow areas around his legs. Start to get the lights and the darks in. I've got to shrink down my picture on my big screen. keep seeing someone out of the corner of my eye. That is so weird. And there's no one there. Okay. Shadows is when things start to come to life. It's my favourite bit, is adding the shadows. When things pop, you get all the depth and the fun detaily bits. There's a bit of dark down here. The foreground is very clear. I might make the brush a bit bigger because the foreground, ooh, it looks like lips. I don't like that. One of the funny art things I've seen around are the rise of Picasso cows. Oh, what? For school areas. Oh, look them up. They're basically big plastic cows that are used as canvas. Yes, Melbourne, Docklands. There's an upside down cow on a post. It always makes me giggle. He's a very upside down cow. I love that kind of stuff. All right. Just very rough at the second. I've got to get some darks in. I'm going to go a little bit lighter than that, but maybe the next couple of tones different. It's darker over here, much darker in the foreground. I've got to draw some rocks. And, you know, of all the things, I can draw any animal. You name it, I can have a go at it. Can I draw rocks? No. Rocks are my phobia. I'm a rockophobe. I'm sure there's a name for it. I can't draw rocks, but I've got to learn. Rocks freak me out. Darker up there. It's actually darker. Looking at the reference, it's quite a lot darker, but almost like an airbrush darker over the top. So I'm going to go back to, I can't remember how to, what are you doing, thing? My thing did a thing. What brush am I on? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Uh-oh. Oh. Did you see that? There was what the heavens? It's like droplets. Let's have a look. Ew, it looks like little poops. Let's not do that. I just wanted to see what that brush looked like. Little poops. I've got some very swishy brushes. Oh, there's lots of little birds, jewellery, hair. Leaves? Oh, that's cheating. I've got a pain in my neck. I want to find something, water. Here we go. These are looking a bit more. That looks like it would be, but it's 3 of them. I just want one. Oh, here we go. We'll try that. Oh, not that big, maybe. No. Doesn't matter. Try and use different textures is always fun. So I've got to actually, I'm going to drop the opacity right down. Whoops. So it's just like a darker tint over the top. No, I don't like that. Control Z. Got to make the brush bigger. And then do it in like one swoop. Just to darken that background up. I know I can move the canvas. I can move the layer. Just got to figure out how. Haven't quite figured that out. No, actually, I'm on the wrong layer anyway. I'm an idiot. I should have done that on the background layer, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to blend that now. Where's my blend? I'll go back to my favourites. I'll have a sip of my creamy soda. Go back to my favourites. Favourites. Because I want to blend. Just to soften some of it. Make it bigger. And I've got a... Oh, that's better. I'll just soften it all in together. That's much better for the second. I'll add some of that detail back in a little while. Just want to blend out that background bit. I haven't figured out layers yet. I'm still learning. Still learning. I've only got 3 layers. I've got a drawing layer, a background layer, which I've conveniently forgotten as the background. And I've gone over it on the wrong layer. Doesn't matter. It happens. It does happen. Especially to me. It's going to soften all of that. Just gives it a nice sort of hazy, soft effect. It looks a bit like a sky, actually, to make a lovely sky. I'm going to go over the whole bloody lot, because why not? And then I'll do even more over the top to highlight it. That sounds like fun. See? Happy accident, peeps. It just gives me my highlights and darks on the water as a background. I'll add some ripples and stuff in a minuto. All right. Hey, cowboy, how you going? You got a bomb. Oh. Surprise. How are you, doll? How's your day? What have you been up to since I saw you yesterday, mate? All right. Okay, I'm quite happy. He looks like he's in the clouds, hey? He does look like he's in the clouds. But we're going to soften all of that up. So I can blend the darks down into the lights to soften them a little bit. Now I'm going to go, hello, Axe. Welcome back, welcome back. Yes, we're just working on the water in the background now. And I'm just trying to find a brush to get, let's have a look at ink. Because that's more of a, have a look at ink sooner. No, pardon me. Noctualis. Oops. Take a little while to load. I want to find a soft, teardroppy. Excuse me, puppy. Oh, hang on, that looks nice. Let's have a look. Is that one? Oh, yeah. Okay, that might work. Unfortunately, I must leave for my government mandated 15-minute break. Absolutely. How lucky we are. Bear looks brilliant so far. Looking forward to catching another stream. Awesome. I'll go down. No worries, mate, because the bear is in stream. Oh, yeah. Awesome work. Love your work. The bear do be walking on water. Okay, make it small. There we go. Okay, I quite like that for a watery effect. That's nice. I'll go over the top. There's bits of brown in there as well. So I'm going to go to that sort of a browny colour. No, maybe not that brown. Maybe I'll drop the opacity on that. I'll just drop the opacity. So if I go here, oops, wrong button. Drop the opacity down so that then the brown's not so brown. There we go. That's better. Just a little bit of a ripply brown. There's so much I miss. I literally have just blopped in the background. I've done a little bit of fur on his back and I blopped in the background. I've got to do the rocks. I'm avoiding the rocks because rocks and I are not friends. I've got to do the rocks though. Hang on, my dog wants to go out. I'm just going to let Bear out. Hang on just a second. You want to go out there, Bear? Come on, out you go. You going to go out? Come on, out you go. Good job. My little dog is a bossy britches. He is a bossy britches. Okay. I might draw the rocks in now. So I'm going to go to a grey, go to a light grey, go to a browny grey. I reckon rocks are sort of blue. Rocks are almost a blue grey. There we go. They are. They're more of that colour grey, maybe a little bit darker. Okay, so, and I will go what kind of brush am I going to use? Might go, you know what, keep it simple. Keep it simple. I'm going to go back to my favourites because I'll go back to my dip pen because I like my dip pen. Is it supposed to be snow or water? It's going to be water. It is going to be water. Doesn't look like it yet. It's a process. It is very definitely a process. One rock. Okay. Definitely a process, mate. Doesn't look like anything. It looks like clouds at the second. And there's a rock here. It's like he's on the edge of a reef, of the edge of a, you know how the fish jump off the edge? He's doing that. It's like a ledge almost. So I'll take that bit off there. I can see another rock sort of over here. It gets smaller into the distance. Then I'm just going to fill them in. I'm going to paint bucket them. Where's my paint bucket? I lost it yesterday. There it is. Paint bucket that in. Just fill them in like that. But you can't see all the brush marks I've made. Oops. I'm just going to go back to my brush because it's easier. I'll go to that brush. There we go. I'm just going to fill them in traditionally because it's easier. Like that. All right. Keep harder edges. And I'm going to somehow draw the water over the top. Fun times. I'm going to take that off there like that. Okay, I'm going to go darker grey. I'm going to make my brush fraction smaller. Add some dark at the back. Got to add the textures. I'll blend that a little bit too in a minute. It's got dark on this face of the rock. Now my dog wants to come back in. He's such a bossy britches. Hang on, I'm going to let the dog back in again. Come on, Bear. Come on, dog bear. Come on, back. Here you come. Oh, no, you can stay down there. My other dog has to stay down there because she howls. If I'm talking at a stream, she howls. So she has to stay down. Hello, Carol. How are you? Thank you. It's very definitely a work in progress, but we're getting there. How's your day been, Carol? Quite a lovely day here, actually, I have to say. It's been a lovely sunny old morning. I've been out and cuddled the grandson and ignored the housework. I'm just enjoying a little bit of painting. A little bit of painting. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit darker again. It's not going to be exactly like the reference. I'm sort of taking a few little liberties here and there. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. Oh, good to hear, Dale. Hello, Brain. I don't even draw digital, but this just fun to look at. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a traditional artist. Normally, I'm a watercolourist and a drawer. I draw with ink. I've got any of my paint. Oh, here's a traditional painting. Oh, this is actually an acrylic that I did years ago of a battleship because I love doing battleships. Whoops. That way. Make it a bit bigger. There we go. I am a traditional artist by nature. And I do traditional style on my digital. I do it pretty much how I would do. I keep going back to my favourite old tools in my digital art. I've got a dip pen, which I use traditionally. I've got a couple of watercolour brushes, which I use traditionally. I don't tend to wander away too far from traditional in my techniques. So I used to be scared of digital, thinking, oh, it's a whole new thing. It's not. It's no different. You just treat it the same as you would. If you think of it as traditional, just using one pen, not a mass of brushes, and it's a lot easier to clean up. Your art is fascinating. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, doll. I've got to make my brush a bit small. I'm going to blend it a little bit. So I'm very much still learning. I'm very new to digital. I'm very much, and krita, this on this tablet, I'm very new. I usually do a lot of iPad. That's the word. A lot of iPad work. It's going to add, see these rocks have got a little bit of golden on them. So I've got to add a little bit of gold. I'm going to go back to my rough sort of watercolory brush. Don't like that, way too vibrant. Okay, drop it back. Delete. Control Z. Delete. Thank you. My button didn't want to work. Do you think you'll start drawing digital more often? Yeah, for sure. I find playing with different colours fun to make the drawing pop. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I tend to add purples and unrealistic colours in things. Especially like in his fur at the end, I'm going to add purples and blues and things for cools and reds for warms, and add colours that you don't think are natural. It's fun. I do like doing that. And I'm definitely becoming much more of a digital artist. I'm finding I'm more and more leaning into digital. It's just too easy. And I can take my iPad. I take my notepads with me, but I can take my iPad with me anywhere I go. And now I literally in the last 20 minutes found out you can get Procreate for your phone. Love doing digital art, just paper artworks in my sketchbook. Yes. Yeah, so I love to sketch when I'm relaxing. Like I'll sit, if I was doing, when the kids are in school, or I had to pick them up, I'd just sit in the car park with a pen and paper and just draw. But now I take my iPad with me everywhere. And I can stream on that. Like I can upload it straight to video, get it onto YouTube. It's much easier. I find it's much more user-friendly when it comes, because I print cups and stuff as well. I make mugs and plates and things like that, and I print my work onto them, coffee cups and notepads and covers and things like that. So digital is just so much easier to do that kind of work. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Oh, excuse me there. My dog. Thank you for the sub, Carol. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Ethan. I was told by Carol about you. I love your art. Thank you. Do I have a favourite animal? I'd have to say my favourite subject to draw is birds. I adore birds, and I only adore them because I only started drawing them because I was terrified of drawing them because I hate feathers. Like, feathers are really scary. So I literally started drawing birds because I'm like, you got to get over your fear. And now they're one of my favourite subjects. Just wings, feathers, flying, birds in action. Do you always have the urge to pee when you wake up in the morning? Because that always happens to me. That's just a thing that happens when you get older too, mate. I'm finding, yes, it can be a bit of a problem. Digital is fun because if you mess up, you don't get eraser on there or have nearly visible lines. I know, Axe. I'm loving the cleaning up or the not clean up process of it. Yes, absolutely. Oh, that's not the right one. I love digital for its cleanliness. It is just way too convenient. I've got to try and figure out the natural reaction to it in the morning. Yes, I think so. I'm going to change, now the water, I'm going to change its hue a little bit because it's not pure white. I'm going to lift the size of the pen, make it large, drop the opacity. That's not the right button. I use it, I don't like that. Maybe not. Maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll find another brush. I just want, like, a big fat watercolour brush. That's what I want. Have I got watercolour brushes in here? Yeah. Sketch, textures, pixel art, paint, favourites, essential skins. I just want, we'll go to all. I just want a watercolour brush. I want that. That is pretty much my watercolour brush that I like. My big old blobby brush. And I've just got to drop the opacity. That's not the one, that one. Because I don't want it to be quite so thick. Undo. I can't bring myself to polish up a piece for the life of me. All my art is sketches. That's fun. You almost broke your right foot. That's no good, Dale. I'm renowned for having a bazillion sketchbooks and not many finished pieces. I have to say, going digital, I am doing a lot more finished pieces. It gives me more. I've got more confidence to do digital, complete digital pieces. Yeah, I think I like that brush better. And this pen too, you hold it at different angles and it will give you a different texture. Glad to see you. Welcome back, Shimo. Welcome back. But I love a sketchbook. I've got all my old sketchbooks. I've got like 40 of them sitting behind me in boxes. It's fun to look back at your progress and what you draw and what you were sort of worried about drawing and how far you come. Great to see you too, Shimo. And great to see you too, Axe. Everyone, welcome. I'm hopping off stream now. Good night. Good night, Carol. Thank you for popping in, Dale. It was lovely to meet you. Thank you for the follow. It's very much appreciated. The only thing about this brush is it has a sort of separation in the middle that I'm not real keen on. We'll try that brush. Oh, gee, that's way too thick. Okay, let's not do that. I want more of a... Oh, no, but I can make it... I can actually... I can make it less opaque. There we go. That's better. Not quite so shocking. Your voice is very wonderful to listen to. New streamer to listen to while I play Wolf Quest. Ooh, cool. Draw in school. It's not very good, though. You know what? As long as you're happy, drawing is awesome. It is so good for the soul. It is so good. I find it's like reading. It clears your mind. Oh, here comes my daughter with more parcels for me. I love Amazon. I'm glad you like my voice. I usually hear my own voice and think, ugh. So I'm just going to soften up these textures. Hi, Sin. I'm up in the office, Dale. Thank you. Oops, and there will be my dog. Drop the opacity, but make the size bigger. There we go. I'm going to blend this because it's a bit rough looking. But I want it, you can see up this top corner, there are more waves. And it's interesting to look. One time my dad took me to school on his motorbike. Oh, no. Wow. That could hurt a lot. Oh, yeah. I'm an accident waiting to happen. There's no way you get me on a motorbike ever. Ended up stuck in a wheel or somewhere. Flipped off the back. I saw you like a lot of dinos. Do you have a favourite? Yes, I do. I absolutely love the Topsians, Ceratopsians, all of them. I just love Triceratops, any of the Ceratopsians. Love them. Absolutely. Well, you hear your voice your whole life, so I think anyone gets tired of it. Oh, but you indeed have it. Oh, thank you. That's really lovely. I broke both my arms in 10 different places on both arms. They're great after losing my grip on a swing. Oh, ow. And swinging both my wrists. Ooh. Ooh, that's scary, mate. That's scary. Hello, Jeremy. I'm great, mate. I am great. I'm very happy. I'm happy in my happy place. Up and walking a football field to the teacher and back to the building. Oh, mate, that's painful. I've got to save that brush before I disappear and that was that brush, wasn't it? It's that brush. How do I save it? I've forgotten how to save it. Can I press that button? How do I save it? Tag it? Tag it? Nope. I forgot how to stick it in a thing. Oh, it's all right. I'll find it though. I'll figure it out. I've got to Google. I love dinos. I grew up in Jurassic Park. Oh, yeah, I just love all things like that. When I was a kid, there's a place called Ballarat, and there was a fella who owned a lot of the farmland along the road, and he made life-size statues of all the different dinosaurs. So as you drove to Ballarat, if you looked on the side of the road, there was all these dinosaurs. So they were in the trees and like they were in natural environments, and it was so cool. And they took them away. And when I got older, they removed them all. They probably all just rotted and wrecked, but I loved them. I absolutely loved them. I was always sad when they went away. Ceratopsias are amazing. My favourite of them is the Protoceratops. Oh, so some of them are weird. There's one that's, I don't know whether it's the same one that you're talking about, but he's got like, it's very square. His armour is very square. Very unusual animals. Very beautiful. He's like an Asian rhinoceros. If you've ever seen an Asian rhinoceros, they're very jagged looking. They've got very hard edges. My favourite is a Stegosaurus. I love Stegosauruses too, but Triceratops does come in second. Yes. I have to say I love a Stegosaurus as well. I do. I think I've drawn a few stegs. I love drawing the drama of... I did a couple of scenes of... I tried to do scenes of Diplodocus and just strolling along in a group situation, and I did a herd of... I've gone completely blank on what they were called. I did a herd of them anyway, and running away from another raptor. Like the raptors the most, yeah. Oh, there's some of the raptors are amazing. They really are. And I follow a few dinosaur artists that are just... How they come up with the animal from the skeletons is just phenomenal. And it's just amazing to watch them work. I've got a few books actually over here in the background of dinosaur art. Dinos in general, yes, yes, love the Rex. And I like the ones, even though some of the ones in Jurassic Park weren't true to form, I quite like them. Like they were still fun. Like what was it? What was that silly one that they did? And they mixed up the DNA from a few to make the one. I loved that one. He was cool. I just listened to dinosaur stuff and fossil stuff. Oh, me too. Me too. I love documentaries on archaeology. Love it. Got to head off. See ya, Ethan. Have a great day, mate. Thank you for hanging out for a while. I like learning about space and dinosaurs, my two faves. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Same, mate. Same. Love all that stuff. Okay, now I'm going to try and find that droplets. Let's go essential details. That's birds. That's not... What the hell? That is not essential details. That's... I want... Erasers, all brushes, clouds. I'm going to try the cloud and water. Let's have a look. Because why not? Let's give it a go. We'll give it a whirl, shall we? I'm just looking for a specific bubbly looking one. There isn't. Of course there isn't. I quite like that. Let's have a look. Okay, that sort of works. Make it a bit smaller though. Give me a few different ripples, different shapes in the water. Helps with motivation and arting. Yes. Be funny if you drew a tiny stick figure in the corner taking a picture and saying, wow. So you did the Spinosaurus. Very well done. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I like to get adventurous and do different things from time to time. And I love drawing what I'm passionate. I can't draw what I'm not passionate about. I've got to draw what I'm interested in. Like, that's why I don't do commissions, because I've got to love what I'm doing. I don't do very many commissions at all. Ooh, that's a thing. I don't want to do that. What did I just press? Let's not press that. Let's just go back to favourites. I keep going back to my favourite brushes. They're just simple, good old brushes, just a watercolour brush. I can do every effect that I need, I can do with one brush. You don't need all the fancy dancies. You just don't. To make my brush a bit bigger, drop the opacity. You don't need all the fancy dancy. You just don't. What colour am I supposed to be using? I'm supposed to be using the white. There we go. I don't know how to do this. I've got to try and figure out how to do this bubbly sort of a look. Do you ever listen to Gorillas? I love the Gorillas, actually, yes. Stare. Their song Stare. Was it Stare? Just Stare. Just Stay? No, just Stare. I think it was called Stare. Loved it. I think you'd make some good money doing commissions if you wanted to top qualities. Oh, You know, I used to, years ago, I did commissions. I did pet portraits. I still do occasionally, very rarely. It's got to be, I've got to pick the artwork, take the photo myself, usually for the reference, or, get them to send me as many references as they've got, because, photos are bad. Photos can be really bad. And it's really hard sometimes, especially if it's a beloved pet that, you've had 20 years ago, trying to, in an old photo that's grainy and Dare, that's it, Dare. I love that song. But now I do my favourite stuff and I just stick it on cups and stuff for, on Etsy, which is good fun. I'm really not liking that wave. Hang on, I'm going to undo. I've got an Etsy store. I need to update it because I haven't done anything for quite a while. I've got to drop the opacity. That's better. And actually I can add little sparkles like that. That works. That works. Look at that. My favourite is a Spinosaurus because of their spiky spines and sharpy pointed teeth and stick out. Yes, I did a Spinosaur. I think they're awesome. They remind me of crocodiles, and I love the long mouth. Yes, they remind me of a croc, which is fair. What do you do what you enjoy, and that makes fun. Yes, exactly. And I've got a friend of mine that I work with quite a lot. She's a brilliant painter. She does struggle with the sketches sometimes, so I usually do the sketching and she does the painting. We team up. She does beautiful oil paintings, but she's very impressionist, but I help her out sometimes and do a realistic sketch for her. So we team up. So that's fun because she is just a magician with oil. I have not got the patience for oil at all. When it comes to oil painting, I cannot for the life of me. I can't wait a week. I'm always turning things to mud. I have got no patience for it. I want things done same day. I'm just going to make that smaller. I'm really actually quite enjoying that. Those little watery, and it's a fact. You've got to remember it's an illusion. Your eye tricks you. Your eyes trick you into thinking things. I can't work with traditional stuff very well. I can do acrylic. I love ink. I love ink. I love drawing first. Work it out? Yes. Love work it out. Always do what you love. It makes life better is what they say. I love chaos, and God, they say no to that. Nothing wrong with a bit of organised chaos. Nothing wrong with a bit of organised chaos, mate. Keep people on their toes, hey? Keep them entertained. Are you not entertained? As what's-his-face said on, what was that movie, Gladiator? Are you not entertained? This is going to be a mess for a little while. It's going to take a while to come together. I have faith that this is going to work. I'll have another sip of my creamy soda. It is looking more and more like bloody clouds, though. It's irritating, but what do you do? I've got to go back to full opacity again. Maybe make my pen a bit smaller. What the heavens am I erasing? Why did I erase? What did I press? Oh, I pressed erase. That's smart, isn't it? That'll do it. See, I can do it with the flick of a watercolour brush, but I'm I'm still learning how to get it into gear with the normal pen. Hello, Loki, my local alien. Welcome, alien. I love an alien. I was looking for a song to listen to. Then I saw you were streaming, so I thought I'd join to listen to the chaos. Awesome. Share the chaos with you, mate. Organised chaos, though. Love your name, alien. That's awesome. I'm going to go to blue, the darker blue. I've got to pick what brush am I using now? I'm going to go back to that one. Oh no, that's too square. Ugh, too square. I need a brush. Go to a traditional watercolour-y brush. There we go. It's got to darken up around the back here. Re-add in some of these shadows. Chaos is fun, though. It's entertaining to listen to. Yes. Hello, lovely person. Back at you, doll. I have faith you'll bring it together wonderfully, even if it looks like clouds now. I know. This is the ugly phase. Every painting goes through a what the hell was I thinking, this is not working phase. Every single one. It never is wow all the way. And sometimes it can take a few goes. It can take a few goes. Now I've also got dark water coming in behind here. Windmill for the land, turn forever, hand in hand, take it all in your stride. It's ticking, falling down, love forever, love is freely turn forever. You and me, windmill to a land. That's beautiful. That is everybody in chorus, everyone sing. That's lovely. Oh my word. You want to hear an amazing artist who's wildly good, like insanely good? Ren. Oh my God. He's a musician. He's a magician. Like he's just, if you haven't, it's Ren, R-E-N. Listen to the song, Hi Ren. Oh my God. He also is the most beautiful pianist. I adore piano. He plays the piano divinely. He can sing anything in any genre. Like he's just the most phenomenal musician. For me personally, when I took art class in school, everything was, what the hell is this face? Yeah, it still happens, Dale. Don't worry about it. Alien, I wish I could do digital art like that. Yeah, of course you can. It just, mate, you got to remember, I'm 55. I've had half 100 years of practice. You know, I've drawn since I was 5 years old. And you can do it. Anyone can do it. Ren, the one that does what you want. No. Ren sings. I'll get up his little playlist. Ren. I'll go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. It's my good all-rounder. Then I go here because I've got him on my thing. Ren. So he sings. Hi, Ren. It's his own piece. He's just done Vincent's Tale, a portrait, a self-portrait, which is his own interpretation of a story. Back on 74, which is a song from the 60s, and Genie in the Bottle by Police, my favourite song of all time. Oh my God, he does it so beautifully. Sick Boy, his album is called Sick Boy. He sings with Chinchilla, which is absolutely gorgeous. The song he does, Chalk Outlines with Chinchilla. So yeah, Ren, just Ren. He's a must listen to. They call him, he's like a bard. He's a storyteller and he's magical. I'm going through a Ren phase. I'm listening to everything Ren. When I was in fart, excuse me, when I was in art class, I had no confidence because the art teacher, yeah, it makes a difference. He's the one who does what you want. Oh, is he? I haven't heard what you want then. There's another song I need to listen to. See? Going to fart class, yes. Because there is many things to learn about one's farts. There's all different techniques. That's a new lesson I've never heard. Yes, I think I'd be a little bit scared. I do have to say I probably would be a little bit scared of that class. You'd want to have really good deodorant. I'm just going to erase. I'm going to blend that out a fraction. That's a little bit too striking there. Hello, Axe, you're back. It's his take on an old school hip hop. Oh, you have a question? Ask away, mate. Absolutely. Happy to answer any questions within reason. Ask away, Del. I need to make my opacity a bit stronger. There we go. Because things are stronger in the foreground. Oh, I love Beastie Boys. And maybe something to block the smoke. Yes. Maybe not hip hop, but the Beastie Boys genre, if you've heard them. I love Beastie Boys. Yes. Licensed to Ill. They're from my era. I was an 80s child. They're my age. I was an 80s child. They were probably the first rap hip hoppy band that I ever heard. That song is by the Gorillaz called Feel Good. I love that. Yes, I love that song, Cowboy. Love it. Love, love, love. I'm just going to blend this down here now because there's darker water down on the base of this picture. So just zigzags. The water is not symmetrical. When you're done with this, could you make a colourful parrot? Yeah, absolutely. I've actually got some photos that I took the other day of amazing parrots here. So I actually have one. I have Rosella's and Corella's lined up next. Oh, galahs, actually. I've got a galah too that I want to paint. A pair of galahs that I took photos of at the weekend. I've done tons of Rosellas. But yeah, I will definitely. Who's your favourite artist overall if you have a top three? Police, Sting. Ren is now actually, Ren is probably number one. Police would be number two. Freddie Mercury, oh my God, and Beethoven. Because I also love classical. So that's my eclectic taste. I come from a classical background. I play piano. Love piano. Heavy? I used to love a bit of, well, I like glam rock. I liked Def Leppard. I have to say, I did like Black Sabbath. Really like Metallica. You should put on some glasses and a top hat and it'd be adorable. Yeah. I could stick that on the fish. Hey, Moonlight Sonata, third movement. Oh my God, yes, absolutely. I've been teaching myself to play it on the piano. Love it. I'm obviously not the third movement because it's mad. But, yeah. But the start of it, love, 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 love. It's amazing. Can never get enough of classical. Love it. Okay, I'm quite happy. I think with that, I've got to do like a bit of stipple. What the heavens? That brush. Oh, because I have the wrong brush. There we go. Got to do the white, but I've got to get the opacity up. And this is just I'm backwards and forwards. I'm not sticking to one particular thing. I'm literally popping backwards and forwards, trying to. Your art is heavy, yeah. As in by Delta Goodrem. Delta Goodrem is saying, oh, I love Delta Goodrem too. Like Bob Ross. Ah, making Bob. We could do that. Actually, got another friend here on YouTube that I've told him I'm buying him a Bob Ross hat and he's got to wear it on stream. But I haven't found one yet. His hair, sorry. Also, love Bach, Prelude in C major. You know what? There's just so much. There's so much. Like, I've got them on my phone playlist here and I blare it out, literally. I have such a mixture of music. I'm just going to get my music app up. I also have, I love Pussycat Dolls. I love Alice Cooper. Oh, my God. Phil Collins. Oh, my God. They were great. Bonnie Tyler. Stevie Wonder. Police. This is all my listening list. Alana Miles. Men at Work. Foreigner. Saw them live in concert. Shit, they were good. Went to Queen's concert too. Shit, that was good. David Guetta. Oh my God, love David Guetta. Veronica's. They're an Australian girl band. They're gorgeous. Great voices. Christina Aguilera. Some Britney Spears, not all. Rihanna. Love Rihanna. Stan Walker. Oh my God. You want to listen to Stan Walker? He sings in Maori. One song in Maori. Oh shit, it's beautiful. It is called, what is it called? What is this song called? I Am. Oh my God, listen to I Am by Stan Walker. It is the most magnificent music. It's just, it's a theme from a movie. He wrote it for the movie, but he's done it in his traditional voice, his traditional language. And Maori is just the most beautiful language ever. And they do the haka, and it's so dramatic. I just adore the Maori language. You have such a great taste of everything. Oh, I have a very mixed up taste. I'll see you later, cowboy. Also love Bach Prelude C major. Absolutely. If you put a reflection on the water, it'll make it more like water-like. Yeah, I've got to figure it out. Only thing I can't do is New Country. Yeah, I'm not a country fan. I'm not a big country fan, I have to say. I like some of it. And occasionally, I loved Shania Twain. Well, back in the day, back in the 90s, loved Shania. Apart from that, not much. I'm not really, yeah. I like some of the recent stuff, I have to say. I'm just going to blend. What am I? How? I've got to put some darker reflections in, don't I? Yes, thank you for reminding me, doll. Darker reflections. I'll go with that. Got to put some dark in under here. Well, I can't remember. There was a song just recently. I can't even remember the words. I can hear the guy's voice. I can hear the sound in my head, his tone, but I can't remember for the life of me what the song was called. But it played on our radio on a normal channel, so it hit the pop scene, even though it's not a pop or rock. It's Western, but it hit on our rock channel. I was like, some country, but others I can't handle. I crossed the line at Tennessee whiskey. I should ask you to bear. Hello, Faze. How are you, mate? How have you been? Oh, my old buddies, haven't seen you in forever. How's life? How's the cat? How's married life? We haven't spoken in forever. Awake, Anthrox 7's flare up. Oh, Arthrox 7's flare up. Oh, no. Oh, that's no good. Bugger, that's no good, mate. I've misread that, sorry. George is Heidi and Chatty. I'm going to do, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, like, teardrop shapes in the middle of this. Give it some more ripply bits. They look like little fishies. They're weird looking, but it doesn't matter. I'll blend them out just to create a little bit of texture in the water so it's not just all cloudy looking. Bear with me, it's just quite fishy in here, don't you see it? Yeah! All the fish puns, all the bear puns. All the puns. Have another sip of the creamy soda. I'm thirsty. So what's everyone up to for their weekends? Because it's a weekend here. It's Friday here. Well, I suppose it's Thursday where you guys are. What have you all got on? We've got a boating camping show coming up. I'm still I'm getting right into camping again. I haven't been camping in a bazillion years, and we've just started camping again, and I'm loving it. Absolutely bloody loving it. I have bloods this morning, then possible transformative weight loss made meds. Wow. Okay. I have to say, I've been on the keto diet and I feel so much better. I've lost about 10 kilos. I don't know what that is, probably about 4 pounds, 5 pounds. I think you'd be interested in hearing Jericho by Inico after listening to Stan Walker. Absolutely. I'm going to write that down and I'll check it out after. Because that rings a bell, actually, Jericho. Inico. Cool. I've written that down. Can fish feel the water is wet, or do they think it's dry because they live in the water their whole life? I'd have to ask a fish. I have fish I can ask. I have to read their lips, though, because they don't talk very well. We had 2 weeks touring the Cotswolds. And the West Country and last week my brother, his wife and their 3 teens visited us here in Finland. Wow, that's awesome. So it's all been happening, Dale. That is one place on earth I would love to go is see the Cotswolds. I loved All Creatures Great and Small. That was the Cotswolds. And one of my favourite YouTubers lives in the Cotswolds. And it just looks magnificent. The country, little lanes and the beautiful countryside, just so scenic and so historic. The real question is water wet? I suppose it's all perspective. because wet is technically just a word. We drove like 800 kilometres. That's a lot of kilometres. That's good. That's a lot of miles, mate. A lot of kilometres, in fact. I'm going to keep working at this water for a bit. I've got to figure it out. I'll get there. Water is terrifying to draw. For you Aussies, the weekend shopping trip. Well, yeah, we've got a four-wheel drive show, and I am a bit excited because I love camping and I love all things four-wheel drive. I drive a four-wheel drive. Love my truck. And I don't mind towing. So we've been towing our caravan places. We've got a bloody great big caravan that I love. We've been taken out places. There was a murder in a sushi restaurant. It was all quite fishy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to look at the water. It does tend to go down there. It's darker. I'm just looking at shapes. I've got to think shapes. Forget what it is and think shapes. See, I'm loving the humour. I do love a joke. Do love jokes. God, someone said a joke yesterday and I nearly hurt myself laughing. I hurt my ab. I only have one ab and it hurt. Because someone said something really funny yesterday on stream. And I was like, oh my God, that hurt. It's the best kind of laughing. What's the difference between a bear and a comma? Uh-oh. What's the difference between a bear and a comma? I'm scared. I know your sense of humour, Faze. I'm scared. But you got to tell me now. One has clause at the end of its pause. The other is a pause at the end of a clause. Oh, my God, that's really good. Very good. Entertaining and educational. I do like, if you see, get the mathematical jokes and they're all like the science breakdowns and it's just, they do them just silly and it's really funny. I don't understand them, but it's really funny. I cooked some fish for the bear, but unfortunately he said it was raw. Here they come. I've got to change that. I don't have a Ko-fi anymore. I got rid of the Ko-fi. I've just got the Etsy. I've got to check my Etsy. I haven't checked it in a while. Bad, Jenny. Why's my phone blipping? Oh. One of my old workmates. Got to ring her back later. Having a look. It's getting better. It's starting to come together, people. We're starting to come together. Almost. It's thinking about it. Just got to get some more of these abstracties. And it's just shapes. Water is just shapes. You just got to, it is much easier with a paintbrush, though, I have to say. Okay, I'm going to eat breakfast. I'll see you on the flip side. No worries, Faze. Have a great brekkie. Enjoy. Enjoy, mate. Enjoy. I had cheese for breakfast because that was all I had. 6:30 here on Friday morning. Oh, it's 1:30 in the afternoon here. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm just going to drop the opacity on this a bit. 1:30 on Friday afternoon. So we're so close to the weekend. I'm excited. So close. I might even do a sneaky camping trip. I haven't decided yet. We might have to do a sneaky, just spontaneous camping trip. We used to do that when we were young. We'd just get in the car and drive and just pull up wherever. And we'd end up, we go out for dinner and then we ended up on the other side of the state. Fun times. We're starting to do it again. Having our second childhood, we are. The kids are all grown up now. They can take care of the farm. All right. I've got to get some more work. I don't like the water up the top here. I'm really not happy with the water up the top. So I've got to add some more finer ripples. I'm going to go, I'll continue on with this one. Got to make it less. It's starting to come together and all these little ripples up here they're just shapes. I've just got to do this and blend it out. Just looking at the shapes. Blend, blendy, blendy, blend. There we go. And it literally is just trial and error. It's just draw it in, wipe it out, draw it in, change the shapes. Much darker up the top, and things in the distance get smaller, so you want your foreground stuff to be large and your background stuff to be small. I think that's what I've done wrong here. I've got to have my ripples closer together a little, not have them too big, because in the distance everything's smaller and it's not the focus. The water is not the focus. I want it to look right, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just got to look like water. I'm not asking much. What's a similar thing with a dry fish and a bear claw? I don't know what, mate. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Fish. That's my joke of the day. I've told it about a bazillion times. All right. Starting to get a little bit better, maybe. Maybe I'm going to go a different brush. I want a more, that one. A bit more. I'll go with different blues. More shapes sort of towards the foreground. Blend out that cloudy bit, don't like it. I tried to do ripples and it didn't. I'm going to soften up some of these lines. I'm going to make my brush really big and just soften. I want you to still see them, but not as vividly. They both have no point laying around and they stink. True. All right. That just reminded me of a question earlier. Don't know why, probably because it's a seal and seals stink. I love seals. That's another animal I love. Seals. Adore seals. They're the funniest, cutest, adorablest. That's not a word, adorablest. Most beautiful creatures. Funny. Quirky. I'm really struggling with spending an awful lot of time just doing the water. I might go back to me bear for a little bit. Come back to the water in a minute. So I'm going to go back to me dip pen. I'm going to go back to me bear for a bit. Oh, Jesus, that's the wrong brush. Go back to me dip pen. Whoa. Okay, make it smaller. Bring my opacity back up. That was a scary moment. Gee willikers. What's a bear without the A and two E's? Oh my God, I can't spell apparently. What? You'll have to tell me. B? So this is just the dip pen. And I'm just going over the top and you'll still see the lighter colours coming through underneath. Beer. Oh, there you go. I do like beer. A beer bear. Here in Australia, we've got Humphrey B. Bear. He was like a kids' TV show. He was cool. I think he's coming back again, someone said. Thought his fur would have been all moth-eaten by now, but Humphrey's coming back. Humphrey B. Bear. And remember, do the direction of the fur, the direction it lies to make it look right. He's got quite a fat belly. This one. What a fat belly. You know what I also love to draw? Cows. I love drawing a cow. Do you love cattle? Cattle are really cool. Sheep are very hard to draw. They're almost as hard to draw as water. Not a fan of drawing sheep. They're like pom-poms with faces. in comparison to the size of this bear, that is a bloody huge fish. Just saying. He is a huge monster of a fish. Got to go into the darks now, back into the blacks. Back to Black, baby. That's a... Back to Black was AC/DC. One of their songs, Back in Black. Going to darken up around the back of his butt. Let's bear with it a bit. It looks like my cat, Chunky. Yeah. Got a chonky bear. Chunky. Chonky bear. Speaking of chonky bears, my chonky bear's on the floor down there, my pet bear. My Jack Russell Terrier. I took him to the vets the one day and the vets were, they're like, we expected a really big dog. To name a dog Bear, they expected a Mastiff or something really big. And it was a tiny little Jack Russell. I said, yeah, but he's got a big attitude. As Jack Russells do. He has a very big attitude. Now, I'm going to go back into these browns. I've got to darken up this fur around here on his back. I've got my reference picture up on the screen in front of me. So I'm just working my way around the animal. Oops, Daisy. Work my way around. Just got to remember it's shapes. It's just seeing the shapes. He's got a bit more this reddy brown coming down here. Just sit back and have a look as well. That helps sometimes to sit back and have a look. I'm going to drop the opacity on this and then continue on. Drop a bit more opacity. There we go. I've got to add the fur texture in, but I don't want it too dark. So if this was a watercolour, I'd just add water to make it a lighter tone. So I always break it down mentally in my mind, like, would I add water? Would I take water away? To add water, you up the opacity. To take away water, you drop the opacity. So that's how I taught my brain to understand opacity on this, was like add water, take water away. My cat licked the screen. I think she sees something fishy with that bear. Yeah. Well, you know your fish is looking realistic if your cat wants to eat it. Achieved. Goal achieved. Goal achieved. I'm really enjoying the fur. I love fur. Fur is fun. You know what? There's one medium I could never ever master is coloured pencil. I love a beautiful coloured pencil piece, but I cannot for the life of me blend coloured pencil. Got no bloody idea. Anything I've ever done in coloured pencil looks rubbish. Some of these artists who can do photorealistic coloured pencil work, I am envious. I have tried so many times and I just cannot get it. Cannot get it. Don't know why. Just something about me and coloured pencils, but pen, not a problem. Ink, not a problem. Pencil, no bloody way. What did the cow say to the gate? I don't know. What did the cow say to the gate? I'm hearing things. Oh, the wind's picked up. That's what it is. My wind chimes outside. I have wind chimes out the back, and they've just started tinkling, so we must have the weather coming in. What did the cow say to the worker? I don't know. What did the cow say to the gate first? Add a little bit of a lighter tone. I've just left the opacity. It's not white. Move to the gate. There we go. Now I've got that song. We like to move it, move it. What was that? That was from, what was that from? That was from the animal show. What was that animal movie? The zoo. Was it? We like to move it, move it. We like to move it. I can't remember what that was though. I can see it in my mind, the giraffe, the bear. Oh no, the giraffe, the give me food. Oh, Madagascar, that's the one. Oh my God, I love that movie. That was so cute. Love Madagascar. Pick the opacity back up again. Drop the pen size. Got to add these wet highlights on the back of the leg. Here's where we start to get into the finer detail and things start to pop a little bit more. Love Madagascar. Loved Ice Age, all of the Ice Ages. They were great. When I grow up, I'm going to be a sloth. I love Sloth. He's so cute. Oh, my God. And I love Scrat. Oh, I did a portrait of Scrat once. Oh, my God. I laughed so much painting that Scrat. I love Scrat, and he's so clumsy. He reminds me of me when the lion was a baby. Was so cute. Yes, I just got the song out of my head a couple of days ago, and you've made it relapse. My work here is done. Sorry, mate. Let's add some highlights back onto the top. Now, I really like that for a highlight, actually. No, I've got to go the brighter. Got to go the brighter because he's much brighter up here. You can see where the layering starts to take effect, especially on fur. Good luck. Exactly. It's stuck in your head now for the next few days. It's all right. You did it to me too, remember. You guys are funny. Karma. I love Ratatouille. Oh, my God. I love Ratatouille. I did a portrait of Ratatouille too. I did him holding the cheese. That was a great movie. I love cartoon movies. I really do. Really do. I haven't seen the new Lion King. Has anyone here seen the new Lion King? I'm going to go back to that pinky colour for the highlights on his legs, the wet on his legs, because it's not quite so bright down here. You can see his fur's textured and wet, but it's not bright. Currently, I'm in Killing Me Softly with his song phase. Oh, yeah. See, now I've got that in my head. Killing me softly with his song, killing me softly. Love that. I like the scene where they all scramble. Yeah. It's just, yeah, love him. Love him. Now he's got much lighter hair all the way up here. So now I'm going to now I'm starting to look at the major highlights. My work here is done. Your work here is done. I have it. It's beautiful. Yes, it is. So you're bringing back all these songs now, like Aiko Ane. I love that song, Aiko Ane. My boyfriend says to her girlfriend, whatever it is, set my soul on fire. Well, I can't remember how it goes, but yeah, you know that one. It's bringing back, that's all that era. That like early 80s. Early 80s? I can't sing, but that's okay. So you're getting a concert as well, guys. You get an artist and a concert. A very bad one. You'd be paying me to stop. It's my superpower. I can wreck a song. I feel it in my innards, but I can't sing to save myself. But I feel the music. I'm looking where I can see wet spots on Mr. Bear. He's got droplets on his tummy. I've always wanted a Bravo song from Lion King. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, because I haven't seen it. Yeah, my kids saw it and said it was good. But I don't know. Should I see it? Is it a must see? Is it a must see? It's great. Okay, good to know. Good to know. You know my other favourite series of movies? Pirates of the Caribbean. Love Pirates. Love the Pirates songs. Pirate songs. Pirate movies. Love Jack Sparrow. Oh my God, he's a funny man. He's a funny man. Now I'm going to add some reds. I'm going to go into the hard reds. I'm going to go really vibrant red because you can see in the bottom of his ear No, not that red. He looks like he's bleeding. Okay, well, maybe we'll dull that down a fraction. We'll drop the opacity just a little because we don't want to be scaring the kitties. Okay, drop the opacity. That's better. A little bit of a softer red from the glow. Love Johnny Depp. Yes. Beautiful artwork. Cool. Actually, I watched, and I love also Twilight, the series, and I watched how they graphically designed the wolves in Twilight. That was fascinating to watch, how they drew them, how they made them come to life. It was so good. You remember when you had a pirate phase, mate? I think we've all had a pirate phase. You can't be human and not have a pirate phase. And yet Johnny is so funny. He's such a brilliant actor. Thoughtful, brilliant. You know, he's clever, he's funny, he's lovely, he's a good human being. And he's a great pirate. He looks good with his scurvies. Yep. Because that sore, you know, in the movie, because I watched the making of it as well, and he always had that sore on his cheek. And that was scurvy. So they were very true to life. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add purple. I'm going to go into a purple. Going into a purple, people. A deep purple. For the shadows, for the deepest darks, I'm going to go a deep purple. And I've got the opacity off, so we're going to put that back because I'm a nong. There we go. Go a deep purple. He might be 40 years older than me, but I absolutely love the guy. Yes, lovely guy. He's a lovely dude. How old is Johnny then? That one time he fell off the boat and wasn't scripted. He was just like, I'm fine. Yeah, and he hurt himself really badly in one of the scenes where the ships were separated, where he cuts the lines. The rope, one of the ropes flicked back and hit him, and he broke his finger. And he kept acting. He kept going. He is such a dedicated actor, an actor, a very dedicated actor. But yeah, that scene he hurt himself. He's 62. Wow. There you go. I actually thought he was younger than that. I did. I thought he was younger than that. I thought he was more in his late 50s. There you go. See? Art streams, you learn things. I've got to darken up this patch in here. I'm going to go with a bigger brush though. I need to go solid darker. I need to make it bigger. And actually, you know what I need to do? I need to use that brush. That is a super dark. Why is it not dark? What have I done? That's dark. Have I dropped my opacity? What have I done? Where's me? Oh, there it is. No, that's right. Well, there we go. That's better. How'd you look that up in like 2 seconds? Some people know these things. Have good memories. If you're a fan of someone, I'm shocking at ages. I'm really bad at guesstimating ages. Not my forte. And I always think people are older or younger than they are. And it's really funny because, like, I'm the same age as some of these really old rockers now. And when they were young, they were so handsome. And I look at them now and I'm like, shit, they got old. Then I'm like, oh, shit, I got old. It's a funny moment when that happens and you go, God, they look so old. What happened? And you're like, oh, yeah, we all aged. Not so pretty anymore, not so handsome anymore. But it's a bit of a laugh. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Oops, turn that off. See, now my shadows are starting to pop. Now I'm getting happier with this as a piece. I forget things in the second I walk in. Yes, exactly. I just remembered his birthday from the year, weirdly enough. That's so good. Give him little hairy bits. Nice bits. And I'm going to darken this up here. So he's really starting to come together now. I could never. Yeah, I'm not a... I have a very selective memory. I see things in my mind. Like, I'm a visual memory person. I think in pictures. My brother's a really great musician, a brilliant musician. And we were having this chat one day talking about how weird we are and our way of thinking. And I said to him one day, I said, yeah, I don't think in words. I think in pictures. Like I see in my mind's eye what I'm thinking about. I don't think about the words or the anything. I think of it, like I visualise what I'm thinking about. And my brother's like, oh my God, I thought I was the only person that did that. He thought he was weird, which we're both weird. He's like, no, you're not weird on your own. We're both weird. It's not you not doing it on your own, mate. It's normal for us. So we had a bit of a giggle about both being weird and thinking in pictures. So I don't remember words. I don't remember names. I don't remember dates. None of that stuff that's quite critical to normal life. Yeah, I remember all the useless shit in pictures. I'm like the trivial queen of all the trivia that's just no one would ever need, ever. I can state really weird facts, but nothing useful. Nothing that would help you get through day-to-day life. Funny, really. Quite sad, but funny. A little bit pathetic, but anyway. I'm horrid at names. Oh, I'm so bad at names. It's embarrassing. Like, it is properly embarrassing. Everyone's dull in my world. Everyone is dull or hun. Sometimes I dream about the future and it actually comes true. Yes, I do have premonitions. Is scary, exciting at the same time. Yes, unless I'm talking to the daily, I can't remember. Yeah, me too. I'm the same. But yes, I've had a few premonitions that have actually come true. And I've walked into places and gone, oh, no, I've been here. And I'll get a good feeling or a bad feeling. Like you'll be able to know something's going to happen. And my kids are like, is it good or bad? Because they know I know whether it's good or bad. I'm like, no, it's okay. It's not a bad thing. But then you're just waiting for whatever it is to happen. I tell you it's good or bad. I can't tell you what's going to happen. I can just tell you if it's a good thing or a bad thing. And a news thing or a worldwide thing or a... Yeah, I'm so bad. So everyone in my world's dull. Dull or hun. And no one gets... I've had one person get offended for me to call them, don't call me dull. I'm not your dull. I'm like, oh, rude. But everyone's dull. I have to go to bed. Good night, my friend. Good night, Axe. Sleep well. Thank you so much for popping in. It's always lovely. Love a chat. You guys make the day go so fast and so fun. You make the artwork really enjoyable. I love chatting while I draw, so thank you and good night. Sleep well, matey. Sleep well. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite, and if they do, bite them back. As they say. As I say. Right, now I can continue on with the furs. Now I'm having a look. He's looking pretty good. He's actually... I'm not quite sure. I've got to add a little bit more browny textures into his fur on his back. I've got to go back into the reds, back into the browns, maybe a darker brown. Go back up. That's too reddy. I need to go back into the more, it's way too red. I need to go back into the, maybe down this way. That's more greys. No, that's purplies. Go back up into the orangey browns. There we go. More of a natural brown, an ochre brown. Got to go a bit darker than that one, I reckon. And then I'm going to go back to my dip pen and I've got to draw some more fur in here. Drop the opacity a fraction. Drop the opacity a fraction. And darken up some of this fur because I've got it a little bit too bright. It is bright in the reference, but I've got it a little bit too bright, I think. A little bit too bright. A bit darker. Pick up the opacity a fraction. There we go. Come back in around this edge. Put a little few brown flecks up here. There are a few little brown flecks up the top because the light's not hitting absolutely everywhere. He's got water all over his back. He's really quite beautiful and quite unusual. I liked the lights and the darks in his reference. That's what I liked about this picture, was all the different colours. I've got to also add the dark around his nostrils up here. He's got dark. I'm starting to look at the finer details now. Around the tip of his nose, where his nose meets his darker shadows down the one side. Right there. So I can darken that up a fraction. He's got very dark fur coming down onto his nose, the bridge of his nose, like that. He's got darker fur in amongst his hair there, where he's got his head all wet. He's got like little dreads, little dags, little fur dags. All right, I'm quite happy with him actually. I'm going to go and work on the fish for a little bit. Now, I've just realised I've got the fish's eye on the wrong angle, so I'm going to adjust. Now I can add some browns onto the fish as well, actually, some ready browns. So I'm going to go to a soft brush. I've got to add some ready browns. I've just seen. See, when you're looking at things, sometimes you don't necessarily. It's always good to come back another day and have another look because you can miss little subtleties like that. Like he's got reds in, the fish has got reds on him. Help him pop. Because I just saw him as greens yesterday. I didn't see the reds. Now I'm seeing the reds, which is interesting. And I'm very much the same. And that's one thing digital has taught me too, is I do art over a few days. I don't just do it. I used to do watercolours in one sitting. I was always the same day. I'd always finish the piece. And I'm enjoying taking my time over a couple of days, coming back to pieces and seeing things I can change. Like I've gone back to pieces I did it originally and fixed them as I've learned how to do stuff. See, those reds lifted him a little bit. Where'd you learn digital? Self-taught, mate, self-taught. My son-in-law helped me with, when I first got my iPad, he showed me how to use Procreate and just fiddling, trial and error. I'm self-taught, mate. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. Anybody. So, and it's just trial and error. It's just fiddling and fussing and working it out. Why does their water not look like bloody water? I want bubbles. I need to make bubbles, and I don't know how to make bubbles. Yes, I do. What am I talking about? I'll just get a freaking pen. Hang on. I make everything difficult. I've got to keep it simple. What's that kiss? Keep it simple, stupid. But yeah, self-taught and just practice. And I just mentally, I break everything back to traditional. Like I think about how would I have done this if I was to do it with pen and ink? How would I do it? Like with my opacity, how did that work? Okay, well, add water, thins it, take away water, thickens it. So take away opacity, thins it, add. Oh, so it's opposite. Oh, it worked in my head for a day. Anyway, it's really impressive because I 100% need classes with it. It's just doing it a little bit by every day. I just fiddle a little bit every day. Where's my favourites gone? Mind you, having said that, I haven't been doing it every day. I'm just going to add some dots for the watery flourishes because he's got little, like, splashes. We need the splashes. Water splashes. And the fish has got spots, like dots dropping down. Like that. I'll add some white ripples. Oh, it's just started to rain here. The rains are coming. And he's got dots around here. I can change the size of the dots as well. But yeah, it is literally just learning, breaking it back to traditional. How would I do it with watercolours? Could tire yourself out if you do it every day. I did a drawing every day for 2 years. I did at least one drawing every day for 2 years. I'd streamed. I made a video every single day. I haven't done it this year. This year, I went for months without at all. And I burnt out. You do burn out. So you do. And I did it because it was my sanity. Drawing was disappearing into my own thoughts. I didn't stream it here on YouTube. I did it on Twitch. But I am really enjoying getting back into it. But it's only a few days a week now. Just a few days a week now. But I love getting back into reading books. I'm loving reading. Found some really good books. I'm going back through a few of my old books that I hadn't read in years. Getting some bright whites back on his little fishy. I've got to soften that one a little bit. That's a bit harsh. As long as you're happy doing it, that's all that is. Exactly. With me, it's my sanity. Drawing is my sanity. It really calms me. It's like reading a book. I disappear into my own mind. And chatting to you guys too helps. Drawing is like this. I've met so many great people through art. I really have. Like, I'm really grateful for you guys. You know, you really helped me get through my day. That's what art does for me. Meeting lovely people like you guys and gals. Having a chat and a laugh makes the day so much better. I'm not happy with my rocks. Got to add some texture onto them. So I'm going to go into the greys, go back to my grey, take it down to a yellowy grey. No, I like maybe a blue grey. No, maybe, no, more of a, yeah, that's sort of a grey. That's a better grey. I've got to add some texture onto these rocks because they're looking a bit flat. Have you ever tried one of those Etch-a-Sketch things? Oh my God. Yes, I had one when I was a kid. Oh my word, they were bloody awful. But yes, I did lots of drawings on Etch-a-Sketch. And I have a twin sister, and we'd get a bit of paper. My gran would get like fish and chip shop paper, white paper that they used to wrap the fish and chips in. And she'd save it for me, and I'd draw, and she'd get it from the shops, and she'd give it to me. And soon my twin sister would draw a squiggle, and I'd have to make something out of the squiggle. But we did that on Etch-a-Sketch as well. I did love the Etch-a-Sketch. It was just so awful, though. They were freaking horrendous, but fun. I actually saw one in an op shop we call a thrift store. We call them opportunity shops. Saw one the other week and very tempted to get it just for the fun's sake, but a lot of them are broken now. And they were so clunky. Good old Etch-a-Sketch. God, talk about memory lane. Going down memory lane, mate. That's awesome. You know what? Another thing I can't do is draw reflections on rocks. It's starting to come together, though. It is starting to look better. Starting to look better. I've got to do some stronger colours around the backs of the rocks. You can get like jumbo size one. Really? I've never seen a big one. See, there's a lot of things we can't get here. You can get in other countries, but not here. Australia's very behind artistically and that sort of stuff. You guys have everything before. Overseas has everything before us. We are very backwards. Australia is very, very, very backwards compared to the rest of the world. We don't get half the stuff. I've never seen a large Etch-a-Sketch, only in a normal size one. Didn't know there was such a thing, but that could be dangerous. So I'm just seeing that these rocks do have quite strong shadows. All the spiders are holding you guys back. Yeah, well, this is true. No one wants to come here because there's bloody spiders. That's the problem, actually, because you know how yesterday I said it's spider season again? I looked up at the roof. We've got so many bloody spiders on the roof at the moment. I've got to go and vacuum the little suckers up. They're not nasty ones. They're just little black house spiders, but they're everywhere. So it's coming into spider season. Not a fan. But that's okay. Add some more lighter blues as well. Stronger blues, more cobalt. In here. See, it's starting to get better now. It's got to bring the focus into the foreground, not have so much detail everywhere. Your focus has got to be on the foreground. Yeah, got severe arachnophobia, so I can never come there. Look, they don't hurt you as long as you don't touch them. You just got to stay away from the jumping ones, like the funnel webs, and they'll kill you. You've got 10 minutes to get to a hospital with a funnel web. But they'll jump at you. They chase you. They're freaking awful. Ugh, my sister had one jump off her wardrobe at her, like it lined her up and went to jump at her. And if you've ever Googled a funnel web, they're monstrous and they're mean. They are mean. We have bull ants the same. Bull ants will chase you 10 feet. If you tread on a bull ant's nest, the whole family will come and get you. And we got Euro wasps. They all attack in groups. Mate, if you come here, it's a great way to cure arachnophobia. But we also have huntsmans, and huntsmans are really cute. They look at me weird. Yeah. Huntsmans are cute. I leave them alone because they eat all the other spiders too. So I leave me huntsmans alone. I refuse to Google any type. Yeah, it's probably safe. If you're an arachnophobe, it's probably safe. But it's really funny. It'd be really funny, but yeah, not a good idea if you're a phobe. They're funny for us, non-phobes. I'm just trying to think, is there anything I'm really terrified of? We had we had black snakes, and they're venomous. They'll kill you, but they'll kill you. Like, you can get to hospital. They'll make you really sick. But we had a beautiful black snake, and he was on my front veranda. I walked out the front door, nearly put my foot on him. I was barefoot too, and he was sunbaking on my veranda. And I walked out my door, looked down, saw the glossy black skin, and went and stepped back into the house. But they're really placid. They don't attack. A black snake won't attack you. It'll try and get away. So I literally followed it out the garden. Once it moved away a bit, I followed it into the garden bed, just because looking at the reflections off its skin, because they're quite beautiful. Tiger snakes, they'll chase you. Brown snakes, they're really pretty. Deadly, deadly, deadly. And we don't get brown snakes here. We get black snakes and tiger snakes. Lots of tiger snakes. They're very vicious. Like, where a black snake will bite you once, a tiger snake will bite you 10 times at the same amount. At the same amount of time. Great little things they are. I'm trying to think, what animal am I scared of anything here? European wasps. I hate the wasps because they attack. And they've been known to kill things. Like, they'll attack in thousands. I'm more scared of wasps, I think, would be my phobia. Because the wasps are vicious here. Very vicious. Every Australian, every very beautiful specimen that could kill me within 5 seconds. Oh, Google, Shimo, Google a blue-ringed octopus. They are stunning and one of the deadliest creatures on earth. They are absolutely beautiful. And they are the prettiest octopus you've ever seen, but deadly. Them, you're dead. If one of them gets you, you're dead. There's no coming back. And they're down our beaches in the rock pools. I've seen them. They light up like little glow bugs. They're just amazing. They're beautiful. They flash all the blues and greens. They're absolutely gorgeous. They flash their colours, their rings flash, and they're upset. But that's when people get attracted to them and touch them, and then they kill them. Then it's bye-bye person. Yeah, blue ring octopus. They're beautiful. They are the most gorgeous little creatures. They absolutely are stunning. You see why when tourists touch them and they get killed. Because they're so pretty. And they attract people. They attract kids. They're like jewels. They're like little jewels. If not friend, why friend shaped? Exactly! Where did I hear that? Oh, it was on Roaming Reckless. She's like, it's a bear. It's gorgeous. If not friend, why friend shaped? And I'd never heard that before. I love it. That is so cute on so many levels. If not friend, why friend shaped? Love that. It's going to blend that out a fraction. I'm just about done, I think. I'm having so much fun though. I don't want it to end. Because I'm looking at that water thinking, if I can fuss a lot more, but I don't really want to. I've got the focus in the foreground, which is where I want it. I could probably add a bit more light onto the rocks. Add a little bit more light onto the rocks. Why is that not the light colour? That one. Why is it? That one. What have I done? Oh, I've got the blending tool because I'm a nong. I'm a ningus. A ningus dingus. That one. Add some browns to the rock. The human urge to want to pet everything. Exactly. That's why I can't ever go to Alaska or Canada, because I want to cuddle a bear. Everyone freaks out about Australian animals, but you guys have got some of the deadliest on earth. Like, look at this guy. He's gorgeous. But you don't stand a chance of cuddling him. You get 5-second cuddle and then you're over. And moose, they're so cute, but you're dead. The second you cuddle a moose, you're sort of snagging. See, I'd want to cuddle all the deadly things. Rattlesnakes are so pretty. They're beautiful colours. Just saying. I just think it's the fact that everything that's deadly here gets into your house. I've got to figure out. I'm not happy with this background. I've got to fix up. I'm looking at my big reference up there. I'm trying to figure what I can do. The background is much more muted. I've got the foreground okay. I'm happy with the foreground. What do I do with the background? How do I fix the background? Or do I add a few little bubbly bits? Do I? Whoops, not that one. That's a brown bubble. That's a fart bubble. It's a brown one. We don't want a brown one. We want little white ones. Maybe I'll just add a few little textures around. Just for fun's sake, because why not? Just to keep it all a little bit interesting, maybe. Maybe, baby. Because I'm not happy. I'm not 100% happy with the background. And I can add some little water textures. Maybe it needs a little bit more white water texture because I can see a lot of ripples up there. And I haven't done a lot of white ripples up there. I've got to bring some down here. Bring some more down here. So I've got, yeah, I think it was just a bit too grey up there. Add a little bit more white around. Bring it down here as well. Rolling waves are easy, but rivers, I think texture for sure. Yeah, it's the texture, something I'm just missing the texture bits up the top. So I'm looking at the photo and I can see lots of little ripples and dots. And they are quite vibrant. I was muting the background out, but it could still be detailed, just not as much. I'm just going to blend it a little, just to soften it. It's not such hard lines, but they're still there, like that. It's looking a bit better, I think. I'm starting to feel like it's almost looking right-ish. See these? I'm not happy with this. I'm going to go over this with blues. What have I done? I've got to get that one. There we go. I'm going to go over this, get rid of some of this. Actually, I'm going to colour drop. Where's my colour drop? I'm going to pick that colour. What colour am I going to pick? I'm going to pick that colour. Just colour that one. Get that to my brush. There we go. And I'm going to add some more of that in. Get rid of these fluffy bits because they look stupid. Little waves to create textures. Yes. I'm leaning that way. I am leaning that way. I'm sort of starting to feel like I need to get rid of these cloudy looking fluffy bits. I'll blend them in and get rid of them. Cover them in blue. So this is, I'm not changing layers and removing things easily. I'm doing it traditionally. This is how I would do it if I was doing traditional. I'd go over the top of it. I'd smudge it out. So I don't use any fancy tricks to disappear things because I'm shit at that. So I literally am just, if I'm erasing it how I would erase a traditional piece, I just add detail over the top and blend it and then turn it into ripples. I'm going to make that bigger. Just go over it like that. I'm going to get rid of all of that because I don't like any of it. Like that. So this is exactly what I would do in acrylic painting. Just paint over it because I don't know how to do the other stuff. There we go. Like that. And then I'll dull it down. I'll just blend those edges. Blend the bottom of it. Make it bigger. Blend it. Soften that in. Like that. Take it down like that. Soften that in. All right. You know what I could do? Oh, that gave me an idea. I could just do trees like a forest because a lot of times they're on a river, but they're along a bank. I could put a bank in there. Oh, there we go. I've just got to Google a forest, a bear on a beach, bear near a forest. Okay, hang on. Let me get another photo up. Bear near forest. Bear fishing in creek or in river. And it should come up with one with a bank in the background. Surely. Images. Let's have a look. Okay, let's find a picture that's got a foresty background. Yay! There we go. I can do a tree line background. Let's do that. Let's do that, peeps. So I'm going to go brown for the bank, browny green. Not that vibrant, maybe. We'll go America's very grey green. It's not as vibrant, like Australia's very, you guys have got different colours to us. Your nature is very different. Very beautiful, very different. True, have him be off a rocky bank. Rocks. Yeah, nah. But a bank. There we go. Look at us go, peeps. Solving problems. Solving problems, people. Because the water was not working, the whole thing. It's like, you know what, compositionally, a background would be nicer. Trees. When in doubt, add some ground. I'll make it darker, sort of towards the back. Darker green. I'll go back to my other brush. Whoops, that's way too big. Undo. Drop the size down. Come along that bottom edge. Like that. Darken up the shoreline. Problem solved. There we go. I'll blend that a fraction. Just a fraction, just to soften it into the distance. And having a look. What sort of trees have we got? I'm trying to touch screen my bloody computer, and it is not a touch screen. It's never been a touch screen. I'm having a moment. Here we go. What sort of trees are they? There's lots of bears. Lots of bears eating fish. I want to find. Well, there's one jumping. That's fun. I'm just trying to find a background with scrubbery. Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm going to go into the blue-green. Yep. Whoops. Go to that brush. Make it small. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to block it out in this green first. Block it out in the green. Just because then I'll go over it with textured greens. I'll do that, blend it, because the majority of it is greens. And then I can do the trees and the textures over the top. Get rid of all of that blue. Got to go back to that green a little bit. Like that. Oh, God, I left a big blob, didn't it? Left a bit of a blob. Undo that. It's the only thing I have found with digital, if you press, like if you instantly touch the paper, the screen, it comes out like a big circle. You've got to sort of, I have to have my brush on a bit of an angle. Okay, so I'm going to draw, now I'm going to do some sandy colour in. Oh, not that much. Gee willikers, that's a bit eager there. Bit eager there, love. Okay, come up here for a bit of a sandy, beachy bit and blend it. Like that. Down towards the water. Mountains are way easier. Or trees anyway. Okay, like that. And then I'll do the grass. I'll do the trees first. Now, actually it's very scrubby. It's not really trees as such. So we'll go to the greens. We'll go into the dark greens. We'll go into the middle greens first. Go to the brush. That is not right. Go to the dip pen. Make it big. Like that. Start to add in some rough branches, some grass texture. I'll add some trees in as well. See, these have got quite, actually I'm not liking that, I'm not feeling it. Hang on, scroll down a bit. I want some of your trees. That looks like almost like a gum tree, but you guys don't have gum trees. Oh, that's nice. That's got more the kind of trees I was thinking of. What did I just press? Oh shit, Hang on. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. I see what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to use this brush. It's a blobble brush, but it's got like a tree thing. I'm going to scroll. Make the picture smaller. How do I make it smaller? I forgot how to make it smaller. Hang on. I'm going to do this. There we go. Do that. Blob in that brush. Like a spotty sort of a brush. With leaves on it. Then I'll go the grassy texture one. I'll do darker, smaller, like that. Pop that in along the foreground. Make it darker up into here, thicker, like that. Looking better already. And it's just effects. It's not detail so much as it is effects. I'm going to go a lighter green, more of a grey green. I want more of a grey green. No, I want trees. I want to get a tree. Let's find a tree. Hang on, I'm going to undo that bit. I know I have tree ones in here, because why not? Because how do the trees go? The trees go up. They go, oh, that's not the brush. They go like this. Oh, that's not it either. Gee willikers. I've got the right brush. I'm going to make it smaller maybe. No, see? It's not, no, that's not going to do it. I'm going to have to go to my dip pen. I'm not feeling it. Hang on. Control Z. I'm going to go and have a look through my brushes. There was trees. I'm sure I saw trees somewhere. Plants and stones. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this, people. Wow. Okay. So, oh, look. Look at that. Hang on. Undo. Okay. Except they're really dark green. They're real deep dark green. Okay. Look at that. There we go. Make them all different sizes. Like that. Fill them in. Like that. Let's have a look. What else? What else have we got? Got any broken trees? Do you want to put a broken tree in there? I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that looks cool. I don't like that. You just did have one random one here and there. Make it bigger. Like that. There we go. Hang on. Oh, God, that's not what I expected. Oh, stuck it on the bear. There we go. Let's not stick it on the bear. There we go. Right. I'm going to add some dark. What else have we got? Keep it interesting. Add some dark in around the bottom like that. There we go. Don't like that. We undo that. Oh, turn off. There we go. Go dark. Go back to a normal brush. I'll have a quick look down here, see what else we got. Oh, I do like that. It's like a thick. Oh, Jesus, that's doing weird shit. But anyway, let's not do that. Maybe. Ideally, it would like it to go the one direction like that. It's a bit of fun trying the new things. Oh, that's pretty. Oh my goodness, okay. That does that. So I'm just going to make that smaller. Stick that in the background there. Like that. Just roughs up that background nicely. Then I'm going to go an almost black green. Go back into the deepest, darkest, like that. And I'm going to get back to my normal brush. Go back to favourites. Favourites, go back to my normal brush. And I'm just going to strengthen up a few of these, like these ground areas. Don't like that, a bit too big. Like that. Strengthen up over here. I'll pop a bit of a sandy colour in as well. The background's not meant to be, you're not going to be looking into that so intensely. It just needs to give you an illusion of what's there. Get a sandy colour, sandy greeny grass colour. Like that. I might do that as a grass. There. Just do that. Give that a lighter textured grass at the foreground on the water. For a bit of interest, I might even make it lighter again. Just for a bit of, because dead grass goes light, and right on the water's edge it would be. I might add a little bit more of that sandy colour. Go to my brush. Like that. You can see a little light patch there. A little light patch here maybe. Where the sand is. Hello, Deep! Bear's paw seems washed out. He's yeah, you can't see his paws. They're in the water. Not pop per se, just liking it better than the water. Yeah, I think so too. Gives that bit of change to the image. I agree, because they're underwater. Oh my God, Deepy, you're trouble. You're a smarty poop. You had me there. Cheeky bugger. All right, so I'm going to get my dip pen now. And draw a bit of a bank, a bit more of a bank. Maybe add some rocky sort of texture, like some gravel. Have I got gravel? Have I got a gravel brush? Clouds and water detail, plants, stones. Do we have gravel? Hang on, plants and stones. Oh, oh. Oh, okay, let's have a look at that. Maybe. Paint is wet. Yeah. I know, got to be careful about that, mate. You have to be careful of wet paint in this. You crazy man. I'm going to go a bit of a darker brown. Keep it interesting. Bit of a, oh no, that's a bit too, there we go. Right, maybe we'll go up into the darkest. There we go. That's a bit better. It's more of a motley, sort of gritty texture of a brush. Whoops. Like that. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I'm liking that better. I know my jokes are making a splash. God, gee, Willikers, man, you. I have no words, Steve. I have no words. Just saying. Very rare that I run out of words, but I have no words. I'm now going to give some of these trees some more structure. Just a little bit. Let's give them a little bit of interest in the foregroundy ones. I must have taken them all. You're a strange, funny man. I'll just hand draw in a couple of little bushes. And I need to go a normal green, like a, just hand draw in a little bit of grass. Just a few little random tussocks. Just to keep it interesting, because I don't like these bits I've got here. I'm going to blend those a fraction. Soften them out and then put grass over the top. There we go. Now I'll put grass over them. Like that. That's better. Seems like mine slide was on an hour ago. Was he? Oh, I missed him. Bugger. I've been trying to catch mine size stream and I keep missing him. Poo. Poo, poo, poo. It's one of my favourite streams to watch. All right, I think I'm quite happy with that. What do we reckon, peeps? What do we reckon? I need a little bit more highlight on my bear. I'm going to go back to my other bear picture. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Having a look. I'm going to put a bit more green on my fish. I think we're coming to the end of it, guys. We're getting pretty close to where I'm happy with it. There's a picture. are definitely getting there. Definitely getting there. Oh, God, I pressed a button. I'm quite happy with how this has come along. I think I need to do a little bit more with his, I've got to get a bit more dark green onto his belly. Like that. I'm going to blend that out a fraction. Just a fraction like that. These rocks do have a bit of green on them as well. So I'll pop a little bit of green. Whoops, go back to my normal brush. You see I keep coming back to my favourite brushes. Give these rocks a few more hard little edges, I reckon. These ones don't so much need them, but that one does. That needs quite a strong edge. Coming down here. Like that. All right. I'm going to do a little bit more fur on my bear mate. Go back to me, that one. Go back to me browns. Go back into the reds quadrant. And then do a bit more fur on his back. I think I've just got to dull down the brightness on his back a fraction. Add a few more stronger coloured fur bits in there. I can see I've got a bit. I'm going to take that up onto the bank as well. Add a bit of it, because in nature, you know, animals camouflage into their nature, into their background. So I can add a little bit of those colours. I don't like that. It needs to be a bit softer. A bit softer. Get rid of that one. There we go. How long have I been on for? 2.5 hours. Wow. Okay. Oh, and you know what I haven't done? I haven't tidied up this watery bit back here either. I've got to add a bit more texture in there. Oh, no, maybe I don't know. I've got to fix up the water at the back a little bit. Now I've put the background in, which doesn't exist in the reference, but anyway. There's a few bits I can adjust. I'm going to have to adjust. I'm going to add the dark fur around his bot. Really rough that up because I've blurred it out there a little bit. There we go. All right, having a quick look. That looks a bit better. He's a bit more. Strengthen the dark around that eye and around that eye. Strengthen the dark around this ear. Starting to see where things need to be strengthened to give contrast. That's when you get to the final touches of a piece. Now I can go back in and put some more detail. Go into the blues. Into the blues. It's too purpley blue. Go back into the greeny blues. There we go. And I'm going to add in the background everything's smaller. Just add some of that texture. Smaller in the distance. Go darker blue. Just start to slightly bigger coming into the foreground. Slightly. Make that bigger. Oh, not that big. There we go. A bit bigger than that maybe. There we go. That's better. Let's bring that down into the foreground a bit. There we go. That's starting to look better, guys. Starting to look better. I'm getting happier and happier with it. See, you just got to persevere. It hit ugly, and now it's getting better. It definitely hit ugly. I was a bit concerned there for a moment, people. A bit concerned that we weren't going to get it back, but we did. You just got to be patient. A little bit patient, eh? A little bit patient. It's going to add a bit of a shoreline in. His back sort of breaks it a little bit. There we go. I'll give it a bit. I was going to give it a sandy shoreline, but I'm going to give him a dark shoreline. Not a broken shoreline though. There we go. There we go. Don't want a solid line. There we go. There we have it, peeps. Make it a bit different, a bit varied in spots. There we go. I'm quite happy with that. What do you reckon? I reckon I'm quite happy with that. That's definitely looking better. I'm going to go another bit more of a dark blue. Go into a super dark blue right at the back. And zigzag it in. The little waves in there. Like that. All right. Much better. There was too much water going on. That was the problem. There was way too much water in my piece. I could put some more rocks in the background if I could be bothered. Can I be bothered? Do I want to? I probably will. I'm going to do a couple more rocks. I'll just do a couple more rocks. I'll make them in a dark brown though. Browny grey. Okay, browny grey. Like that. I'll just do a few in a little like that, just to so it sort of connects around, so it looks like that there's rocks sort of all around here. So now I'll get that brush and I'll just block them in the same as I did the first ones. Make me brush a bit. Ugh, how do I do that? Jesus. Okay, hang on. I've got to turn you back. Uh-oh. No. Ah! Okay, hang on. There we go. Okay, we're good. Nothing to see here, people. I figured it out. Oh, you stink there, dog. Did you fluff? My dog fluffed. He made a stinky. All right, now I'm going to make my brush bigger. That's what I was trying to do. And I so rudely messed up my own piece. Not only do I see a bear, I thought I just heard a bear. You did hear a bear. Bear is at my feet. He just made a stinky. You did definitely hear a bear. All right. He's about to start whinging in a second, I think. All right. Yeah, I think I'm liking that. Go back to the greys. Back to that brush. I'm just sort of mimicking these bottom rocks. I'll blend that down a fraction. Like that. All right. I'll go into that lighter grey. I'm going to colour match. Go get me dropper. Click on that. I want that colour. Thank you. Nope, didn't work. Colour drop. I want that one. Yeah, that colour. Yep. Then go to that one. That one. There we go. I can match me other rocks. It's more of a blue grey. Like that. And then I'll go darker now, so I'll get the colour drop. I'll try and keep the rocks universal colour. Keep all the same tones on them. Like that, that's getting better. Like that. Might add a bit of a darker side down here. starting to get there. Rocks are hard, people. Rocks are hard to draw, and in reality, the irony. All right. Then I'm going to add a little bit of light. I'm going to go back here, match that light colour. That. That. Let's add a little bit more texture onto the rocks. Rocks are hard, people. Rocks are hard. Take that down to the water level, maybe. Might even add a bit of green, a bit of greeny moss, onto there. They do seem to have moss on them. Put it on a bit on everything. They've got it a lot down at the water level. So I'll add it down there, like that. Keeps them a bit more universal. I'm going to blend a little bit. Okay, quite happy. That's looking better. Now I've got to add the water around the rocks, make it a bit stronger. Go into the dark blues, go back to that brush. Maybe a bit smaller. Add a bit more ripples around the rocks because the water would sort of whack up against them. Like that. Okay. Better. I've got to add a few lights onto there as well. I'm quite happy with that. I think I'm going to go a lighter taupey colour. Add a few little textury bits like that. Rocks do have, they're porous and grainy and they're not smooth, generally speaking. Add a few little grainy bits. Like that. Scribbling on all the rocks, just scribble. Then I'll add a highlight of a bright light on the very top, at the back where the sun would be hitting. The sun's hitting up the top. Actually, I should make that yellow. Make that a yellowy white because the sun isn't a pure white, doesn't reflect pure white rays. All right. I'm quite happy. That's looking okay. Matter of picking where the light's coming from. There we go. Might add a few more highlights on Mr. Bear up here. Staying with this same highlighted goldy light colour. There we go. Connect all that in. Give him a highlight. Alrighty. Looking pretty good. I'm happy. I think I'm happy. So I think I'm going to actually, when I've done this, I might even put this guy on a cup or a tea towel or something. So he'll be on my Etsy, which is linked in my bio on both YouTube and Twitch. If anyone would like to buy a version of this on a cup or anything like that. Just going to add some more highlights. I can see he's much brighter up the top. Like that. Droplets there, a few more brighter droplets there. He's got droplets coming off his tummy. Just add some more little sparkles, make it a bit bigger, like that. There we go. I reckon I'm going to call that done, just about. I guess we can bear witness to its creation. I guess you can, mate. I guess you can. You can definitely bear witness. I'm going to add a bit more. I don't know, do I need to do anything more? I reckon I'm done. I reckon I'm going to call that done. So I'm going to sign it. I'm going to sign it down the bottom left. I'm going to sign it in a blue so you won't even notice it. 2025. Ta-da! And we are done. So thank you, peeps, for hanging out. That was fun. I'll be back. I don't know what I'm doing for the weekend, but I'll be definitely back on Monday or Tuesday. And it's in our Bill of Rights. It certainly is. Did you know that the bears in the US are endangered? No, I did not know. Are you serious? Wow, no, I didn't know that. We're going to see who's on. Dashboard. Who's on? Home. Who have we got? Oh, I'm in the wrong doodah. Hang on. Go Twitch. I've got to go over here because I've got to bring my Twitch up so I can see who's on. Who have I got on? Oh, here we go. Show more. We have got quite a few. I want to find another artist.
It's still a Chet Hanks summer.
Coco. Hey Marie, she does great art. How many people have I got? How many people have I got? I need to go back to my other one. So I've got, who's that? K Marie. So I go following. There we go. And then go to my channel. Oh, hang on. I need to go to studio. Twitch, studio. Create a dashboard. That's the one. So we're going to go and raid. So anyone on YouTube, a raid is, oh, there it is, that one. What you do when you take your followers to another stream. So I am going to, oh, you know what? I might not even worry. I might just love and leave yous all and go and get myself a really big cup of coffee because I'm feeling like I need a coffee. So, you know what? Have a great night, everyone. I might see you at the weekend. Depends on if I go anywhere or do anything. If I don't, I'll stream. So I will see you all when I'm looking at you. Have a great day, night, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I shall see you later on. Oh, Shimo, thanks for hanging out, mate. I'm just about to head off. I'm happy with how that's turned out. He's done. So just came back from making ramen. Awesome. Enjoy. Well, I'm going to go and make myself a really big cup of coffee and I'm going to head out. So thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate you all. Love the chat. And yeah, hopefully I'll probably be back over the weekend at some point. Not sure, but I'll let you know. I'll see. Well, just keep an eye out. I'll be on at lunchtime. If I'm going to be on, I'll be on at lunchtime, which is about the same time I started today. So have an awesome night, everyone, and I will see you for the next stream. Have a great one.